Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, everywhere they go. Guys, we gotta enjoy a derby win. It's Spurs nil, Chelsea 1. It is our first win against a top six side or a traditional top six side. Yes, Sammy, you know what? Tonight, every agenda can run. Marcus Alonso had a good game today. Also, if we're going to do that, we will be talking about the Danish brick wall himself, Andreas Christensen. And I told you guys, we have perfect depth on the bench. When people were saying that this team wasn't ready to go for the title, this team is ready to go for the title. And it's because we have depth. Thiago Silva went down with an injury. We had the perfect replacements, Andreas Christensen. Where did he play in his best? A back three under Antonio Conte. He came in and fitted in seamlessly. Granted, Spurs didn't really give us much to deal with. Barely had to get out of first or second gear with these guys. Spurs look in the exact same position that we looked like the last 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is now their third loss in the bounce. They're in a terrible run of form, but it's time we capitalized on that because they have a game in hand on us still. So now we're either level on points or 3 points ahead. I'm not too sure. I haven't checked the table yet. But guys, before I start the phone in, before I get, Craig has just told me 3 points ahead as well. Perfect. And before I start the phone in and get the guests in, I do want to say as well, if you guys want to get involved as well, click the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. And also, while you're down in the description below, check out the One Football app. The link is down in the description below for this as well. The best football app for all your latest and most reliable football news. Granted, transfer deadline day has been finished, but there will still be plenty of rumors going around in the entire world of football. So if you want to be the first to find out the most reliable rumors, check out the One Football app. The link is down in the description below. And we're going to get our first guest in now. Craigo, what are you saying, bro?
Above them on goal difference, not above them on points, unfortunately.
Oh, is it goal?
We'll take it.
Yeah, whatever, it works. Better than being 3 points ahead of us. But yeah, I'm good, man. It's a good night. It's a good night. What are you saying?
It is a good night. It could have been a better night if we'd have actually mullered Spurs the way that we probably should have been able to. But we take 3 points for some of the performances that we've had to get a win under about against a traditional top six side. We take it, but we should really have battered them, to be honest with you.
Yes, we should have, but it's the same problem that we've always had where we're just not clinical.
2 shots on target, 1 went in, and it was a penalty.
That's Chelsea, though.
Yeah, that's not title winners.
Oh, yeah, but I say everything's up for grabs, but I don't see us as title winners just yet.
No, I think I still think we're missing a proper centre forward. But it's not only just one player. There is more. I'm Mason Mount's biggest fan, but he missed 2 tonight. To be honest, he had the other one that was on target that didn't go in. But it could have been better. It could have been better. But again, it's 3 points in it, and we should enjoy the celebrations of beating Spurs. Something that we haven't been able to do all season is beat a top six side. So it's a progression. It's a progression. I said in my review that I'm not going to say that Thomas Tuchel is the absolute messiah yet, and he's going to change everything round. But for a week's notice, fair play. Give credit where it's bloody due. Yeah,
and now we're at a week's worth of Tuchel. Talk to me about your thoughts in it after the last 3 games, because we've seen improvement. We've seen gradual improvement in the last 3 games, and we're facing a similar sort of teams for the next run-in as well. So we're going to expect the same sort of performances in the same lineup too.
Yeah, so I don't want to judge him too early because obviously, again, he has only recently come in. But one thing I will say, my opinion, whether you agree with me or not, is your opinion. These are the teams that we should have been beating regardless. And I think that at the moment, again, we've had him for a week. There's probably a bit more of a hype and a bit more of we've got to impress the manager. There's always that little bit of a kick up the arse when the new boss comes in. I still get I'm not going to lie, I still get a little bit worried that that's going to disappear after a while. But hey, at the moment, long may it continue. Do you know what I mean? But, DT said it about Arteta. If they'd have sacked Arteta, you'd have had a little kick up the arse for 3 or 4 games, and then all of a sudden you'd have seen the same problems start to come into play again. And I don't know, that maybe that's just me kind of don't want to go too OTT with it. But at the same time, it is something that we do need to think about. Are these performances coming because we've got the new man in? Are they going to stop at some point? Are players going to, drop off a little bit when they get a little bit more comfortable or maybe too comfortable. Not too sure. But in terms of him and what he's done, I'm impressed with the back three system. I've liked it for a long time. It's one that I said that we should have played because I still think under Frank Lampard, our best performance came when we played a three at the back when we went and whacked Wolves away 5-2. I still think that's our best performance. Also, as well, I think we played three at the back against Ajax at some point as well. And also we played a three at the back against West Brom in the second half, and we really had to go for it. We had nothing else to lose. So, yeah, I'm a bit more kind of like... I'm very impressed by the way that he's come in and done what he's done in the last week. But I'm not going to say that, again, he's the guy that we need, the guy that's going to take us forward, the guy that's going to do this. I can't say that yet. Without being 100% honest, I can't say it yet. And if I do, I probably sound like an idiot in 6 weeks' time or 2 months' time or, 3 months' time, 4 months' time when things start to dip a little bit.
So what are you waiting for then? What's the point for you?
What, for me to go, oh, he's the guy to take us forward?
Yeah. What's your targets?
I still think we should get top four. I still think we should get top four based on the squad that we've got. Bearing in mind also where we are in the season as well. I said it before. Under Conte, we were crap. First 4 games, maybe 5 games of the season. We changed to the three at the back system, and we go on and win the league. And we were absolutely dominant. Not saying we're going to win the league, but I want to put a run of games together, a run of performances, consecutive wins, back to back to back. And we've got a big test this month. We've got a huge test. So, I mean, we've got to play Atletico Madrid. Whether that's going to go ahead or not is still to be decided, thanks to UEFA and Spanish government and various different people who might want to get the game delayed, postponed, whatever. Yeah, that could be a nightmare. But we've got to play Atletico. We've got to play another FA Cup game. I can't remember who we've got. Barnsley, brilliant. Got to play that. That should be a win. But then we play Man United end of the month as well. It's not the toughest month we've ever had in our existence, but it's not exactly the easiest month either. So end of February, I want to see what we look like at the end of February. That for me is probably going to be the gauge. I'm not sure who we play early doors in March, but the Man United game on my birthday quite brilliantly.
I hate it when football's on my birthday.
Usually I avoid it, or normally it's actually the League Cup final, so it's a good vibe, but not this year. It was meant to be, but we didn't make it, so it doesn't make a difference. Chelsea Man United is on my birthday, 28th of Feb. That's probably the game where I'm going to really judge it, because again, week's notice, depleted, crap Tottenham team. To be honest, I mean, we can both accept that. Everyone should be able to accept it. They weren't that good today. So end of the month, a little bit more time to build, couple of games against bigger opposition as well. That's where I'm at my assessment.
All right, cool. What are your thoughts then going into the next game against Sheffield United? Because now we've got Thiago Silva out of an injury, and it doesn't sound very positive with him, because they're saying it's a muscular injury.
Well, I may have to join you on the Andreas Christensen hive. Is that the right phrase?
Yes, are you joining, bro? Come on, man. Join the AC hive.
I'm not necessarily saying I'm joining, but I'm having a look around. See what's going on.
It's a nice place, man. We got drinks. We got all sorts of assortments and beverages, everything you want.
You know I don't drink, so that's irrelevant to me.
We also got nice juice.
Oh, now we're talking.
Juice, a little bit of Coke.
Well, like orange and mango. You got orange and mango?
Yeah, we can mix and match everything.
Okay. I might come.
Come on,
No. It's annoying, of course, that we've lost Thiago Silva. We looked more comfortable with him, but at the same time, it's not as if Andreas Christensen did a hell of a lot wrong. But he gets protected in a three at the back, which is one thing that I think if he gets exposed one-on-one against someone, then you might have a problem. Depending on who we play next couple of weeks and whatever, that may not happen. So, yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't get a tea. A tea's bad.
You're a coffee man.
No, I don't actually drink hot drinks, really. A bit bland.
Really? Not even a hot chocolate?
No.
Okay. Damn it.
Not about it. Yeah, no. I still want to see more from Chelsea as a whole. And again, going into the game against Sheffield, who do we play after that? Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Sheffield United. After that, it's Newcastle, but I think Barnsley's in between that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. The FA Cup, yeah, yeah. I just want to see similar performances because against similar performances like what we see in the last two games, will beat a Sheffield, will beat a Barnsley, will beat a Newcastle whenever those games come round. But still got to put the ball in the back of the net. Still got to put the ball in the back of the net. And I know we're saying, oh, we can sign a big striker or something a bit more clinical in the summer. I mean, we've got 4 months until then. So 6 months pretty much until we can sign a new striker. So we've got to be able to we've got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net more, sooner. We've got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. And I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know how that's going to come. But you can tell today, end of the game, Werner was fucked. He was absolutely fucked. So you can't really expect him to put the ball in the back of the net in the last 20 minutes. He had an opportunity to, didn't really grab it the best that he could. But to be honest with you, it's not surprising because of how much he ran around and he was buggered. And he probably would have come off sooner as well.
It's really hard now trying to wait for it as well because the performances still aren't changing.
The thing is I don't look at the other two and think, oh, they're going to do it for us either.
That's the thing.
See that's
out of form.
That's the line. Which I love Olivier Giroud, but at the same time, if we want to play that style of football, is he going to be the right person to do it? Maybe not. I like Tammy.
Yeah.
But again, if we want to play this style of football, is he the right person to do it? Maybe not. One of them probably needs to go in the summer. Unfortunately, don't want it to be Tammy, obviously, because he's a Chelsea youth product, but we ain't going to get any money for Giroud, really. So,
no, but I think Giroud's going to be gone anyway. Unless, has he already signed a contract extension?
I don't think so, no. But again, it's depending on where he is with the Euros. And also next year is the World Cup. So it makes things a little bit more difficult.
Exactly.
But no, I think for me, if Chelsea want to play that free-flowing style of football that we can do with the being defensively set at the back, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. We have to do it sooner rather than later because this game, we almost threw it away in the dying minutes with stupid a header that went wide that any other top-class centre-forward puts it at the back of the net. That's Harry Kane on the pitch. Obviously, he was out injured today. That's Harry Kane getting his head on the header, getting the head on the cross. That's in, and that's points dropped. So let's not go, wow, this is the best thing we've ever seen in our lives. But then let's also enjoy it because, I mean, it is still Tottenham. I mean, we've still beaten a London rival. London is still blue. So we can celebrate that. But let's not go nuts the fact that if a different person is in that opportunity right at the end of the game, we draw 1-1.
All right, cool. Well, Craigo, thanks for jumping on as per usual.
No worries.
Enjoyed it. If you're about for the group call, come join. If not, I'll shout you sometime through the week.
I'm going to bed.
Good night, bro. Have a good night, man. Bless.
Good night, guys.
Bless. Right, again, if you guys want to check him out, Craigo28 Football, Craigo28 Sports, down in the description below. Pablo, what are you saying, bro?
Right, Lewis, how you doing? Happy with the win, yeah?
Yeah, I am good. I'm happy. Really good result today. What are you saying?
I mean, we just spoke about it a little bit there. Look, Chelsea dominated the game. The setup was good. Tottenham very defensive. Chelsea very attacking. Didn't create a huge amount of chances. Also didn't really have anyone to finish it in the final third, which was maybe slightly annoying. But look, performance-wise, to see Tuchel come in, he's been in the job for 11 days, is it now? Maybe even less. Good God, he's barely been here, hasn't he? So look, honestly, we can only be happy with that if we're being honest. To go away to Tottenham and win, it's not easy to go there when they're playing that defensive. I find a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm over the moon with the victory, honestly, and yeah, massive 3 points for Chelsea.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on some of the performances we saw today, especially in the midfield? I think Jorginho and Kovacic really proved the point today. Yeah.
I mean, I was impressed all around. Like I said, the way we dominated the game was really good. Look, Tottenham didn't give us much to think about, but and that just comes from their defensive style at the end of the day, just not good enough. But yeah, individuals wise, look, around that defence, Thiago Silva before he went off was excellent. I thought Reece James and Alonso did a good job. Wing back, you mentioned there, Jorginho and Kovacic, when they're on their day in that little pivot role, they're ridiculously good. Final third, I thought Mason Mount was outstanding again. You might know I'm a big fan of Mason Mount, and I think he was excellent again today. What he does on and off the ball is, he's one of our best players in my opinion. Hudson-Odoi again, I thought he's getting more and more confidence. Probably wasn't as good as the past 2 games where he got man of the match, obviously, but look, it's better for Hudson-Odoi. Werner struggles. We know he struggles. He's certainly not the striker we thought he was going to be, but I thought he was actually a little bit better today than he has been in recent weeks. Still not good enough. We still know that if we really want to be an elite side, he cannot be playing at that level. But yeah, I think standouts were Jorginho, Kovacic for me, and also Mason Mount.
Yeah. Also, what were your thoughts on the Danish brick wall himself, Andreas?
Yeah. How could I forget? I was thinking about that when I saw him play. I was thinking of you, Lewis. I was thinking, wow. I'll tell you what, he was superb. He was so good at the back. So yeah, give him credit for that. He came in, and it's not easy coming in like that either. To just be brought in out of nowhere. Like he hasn't played under Tuchel yet, I don't think. So yeah, it was really good from Christensen. He was very calm at the back. He was cutting out balls. He was also winning aerial duels, which is maybe he's not sometimes so good at. So yeah, I was massively impressed by Christensen, and I can't believe I forgot him really when I was going through the whole team there.
Yeah, but it was good performances all round. I will say he slipped in and did the same job Silva did. Both of them were excellent, which is why I'm not worried about Thiago Silva's injury, even though it does seem serious. I'm just hoping he's back in time for the Atletico Madrid game.
Yeah.
We got a good run of games in, and we got a good chance to really get ourselves back into the conversation of top 4, top 3. Maybe even higher, depending on consistency. Like, I'm still saying everything's up for grabs, but I'm just not getting too ahead of myself. Yeah, I'm just saying, just keep winning. Just keep winning.
Yeah, that's a fair point, because I think you said a few weeks ago, look, we're not going to get like too crazy here if we go on a run. If we need to find consistency, and that's all it is now. That today, like Craigo said, be happy. It's a big London derby win. We know Spurs weren't good enough, but Chelsea have come here, done the job. Not easy to win there, and look, we've gone ahead and done it. So everyone should be happy. But it is all about winning more and more matches, and that way we'll get into the top 4 and higher up the league. I'm looking at our next fixtures. Sheffield United away has to be a win. I know we've got the cup game against Barnsley, of course. We have to win that as well if we want to be winning silverware this season. And then you've got Newcastle at home again, has to be a win. And then that game on the horizon. I know we've got Southampton as well. See what we can do away there. The one against Man U is a big test. What sort of Chelsea are we now? But these sorts of games, the Sheffields and Newcastles, it has to be 6 points against those 2 teams, in my opinion, if we're serious about really pushing up the league this season. So that's what we can hope for. I'll say, look, 3 games on the 2 goals, 3 clean sheets. Barely any shots on target, good attacking football. It's early days, and we're not going to go completely insane, but I do think he's a good manager tactically. I think he's proven that in his first 3 games. Not easy to come in, and look, I think he's done very well, and I'm hopeful to see what he can do in the future, to be honest. But I do think, like I said, he's a smart manager, and he's one that can actually get the best out of these players and mix it up tactically, and cause issues for the opposition.
Yeah, as a final question, though, I do want to ask you about Spurs and the way they've been playing. Do you think it's similar to us in the last few weeks under Frank Lampard, where the players just really look like they stopped playing for him?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question, because like the whole Tottenham situation with Mourinho is such an odd one. I don't know about how similar it is to Frank. I do think it's similar in the way that maybe they're not invested in the way Mourinho wants them to play, like the Chelsea players weren't invested in the way Frank wanted them to play towards the end. I just think Mourinho, and I've said it all season long, even when they were winning, that defensive style, and people said this is classic Mourinho. When I watched Mourinho at Chelsea and even at Real Madrid and whatnot, he was never like that. He always had that attacking threat, that not dominance completely. They were excellent at the back. Look at the 2004-05 season, 15 bloody goals conceded, but in general, they had that attacking potency. The way he's set up at Spurs this season, I just don't know. I've said it all season long, and it looks like it's been coming back to bite them in recent weeks, playing that defensive. That negative is just, having 1-2 shots on target each game, getting in our penalty area 3 times in 90 minutes, causing no issues to a new manager in Tuchel and to a new defence. Players like Aspie, Rudiger, Alonso coming back in, even James today, Thiago Silva going off injured. And they didn't really attack. I just don't get it all season long. Yes, it can work when you sit in, when you defend, and you've got those 2 up front, Son and Kane. It makes life easy for Mourinho. At the same time, if you do that constant negative game plan, I honestly do think that it comes back to bite you. I've said it for a while now, and playing that sort of football, I don't know. I don't know about that. I agree with being solid defensively, but I think it's got to an extent at Spurs where they have so little attacking threat. It is just ridiculous. And I'm sure a lot of their fans would agree with that as well. And been just saying, we are fed up of having so little threat and so little creativity on the counter attack. So not on the counter attack, sorry, just in attack in general. They're good at counter attacking, but that's about it.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I've seen from them. But I'm hearing from a lot of Spurs fans that they think the problems are more the players than the manager.
I'll agree with them to an extent because look, I don't think they have the most amazing squad in the Premier League. At the same time, I can't help feel that the way they're setting up there, that's got to be Mourinho. Wouldn't you agree? That sort of setup every week. Sure, that's not just the players, is it? He's definitely telling them, look, we're going to sit deep, we're going to soak up pressure, and then we're going to counter to Son and Kane. Surely he's saying something along those lines. That's the feeling I get when I watch Spurs every week, especially in the big games, set up that deep and have that little possession, that little threat in attack. I get the feeling that Mourinho has to have some roles to play behind that, you feel?
Yeah, maybe, but I think with Spurs' contract as well, they'll eventually end up having to pick him over the players, because that payout is going to be massive.
Yeah. I mean, look, to be fair to Spurs, they got Mourinho in to move away from Pochettino football, where, yes, they might have played well, but they never won anything. Now they're already in a final. They've got a chance to win something. You imagine they'll go deep in the Europa League. You don't know where they'll go in the FA Cup. So, look, in terms of getting that sort of competitiveness back in them and at least trying to get a trophy over the line, fair enough. But I don't know. Like I said earlier, I just don't know if you can play that defensive, that negative, and really, to me, it just comes back to bite you. And it has been happening in recent weeks for me.
Yeah, I hear that. The final question: score prediction for you for the Burnley game?
The Burnley or
Burnley, Sheffield United.
Sheffield.
Yeah, they're both basically the same fucking team. Can't lie. But go on.
I'll go 2-0 Chelsea. Another clean sheet. Let's hope we can keep Sheffield out. Let's hope they don't cause us too many issues down the other end. And I don't think it'll be massively easy. People will look, yeah, we're on good form. Sheffield are bottom of the league, but look, I think Sheffield will put up a fight. But at the end of the day, we should be strong enough. We should be focused, do your jobs, get the 3 points, and it'll be a massive win because big teams in around the top 6 are playing each other, by the way, this weekend. So the more Chelsea win like we're doing tonight, the better it's going to look at the tables come the end of the match week. So, yeah, I'll go for a 2-0 win.
This weekend again?
I think we've got Everton, Man U, we've got Man City, Liverpool. So games like that, Aston Villa, Arsenal is another one. I know Arsenal are a little far down, but
yes, I like that. Give me just a string of 0-0 draws. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The teams around us are playing each other. So if Chelsea beat Sheffield, then they beat Newcastle, all of a sudden things are looking really, really good. So like I said, all about doing our jobs, and then the rest will take care of itself.
Tuchel's treble stealing tricky blue army. Someone said it. I didn't say it, but I agree with whoever said it. Pablo, thank you for jumping on, bro. Much appreciated. Everyone, check out his channel. What's the channel name again?
Yeah, just straight up Pablo, but Pablo WB official on Twitter.
Damn right. Check him out, Twitter, all socials. Thank you for jumping on, bro. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Lewis. See you guys.
Bless. Again, if you guys want to get involved, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. Get the next guest on. Wayne, what are you saying, my guy?
All good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Big win today. Big win.
One question. Is there room on the train?
Of course there's room on the train, man. There's room for everyone on the AC train. Come join. Everyone come along. There's lots of room, lots of decorations, big space, plenty of drinks, all sorts of food all across the world. Come join the AC Hive, man. You're welcome anytime.
First, before I get off, smash this like button. All right. Every bit counts for this. All right. Smash it.
Oh, there's Sammy with the Alonso agenda, which, to be honest, tonight can run. I don't even mind.
Right. I've watched it with you guys, but I think if we all agree, there's, like we said, the middle of that midfield dominated the game. But, the one thing what impressed me the most today was the intensity of the passing in the first 30 minutes, and we just looked so phenomenal going forward with Hudson-Odoi, Mount, James, Werner, Kovacic. I can't say Kovacic as well. We breaking. We looked so positive. I am buzzing just how we are playing right now. It's it's nice to see us being attacking and not being defensive minded and trying to keep the ball for keepsake, not just be attentive, just pass it. But just like you, I think we've got to be honest. It's time to get them chests back out there and proud of what our team, and we need to get positive again. One thing I want to ask you now, with Silva, looks like it could be a while he's going to be out. Do you think he'll change his formation, or do you think he'll stick with 3 at the back?
No, he can keep 3 at the back. Like, Christensen is a great replacement because that's where he was at his best. 3 at the back in the middle under Antonio Conte. So I'm in full confidence that he can play that same level of performances.
Oh, not that. It's just what worries me. If Zuma's out as well, we haven't got much to fall back on.
Yeah, but that just means we got 3 centre-backs and that's it. But the same way with the teams that we're playing right now, like, it makes more sense for us to play 3 at the back, in my opinion.
I know, that's what I mean. I was thinking about, obviously, when I've been off doing what I need to do. There's one player that was in my mind, and I hope he does get called up. It's Lewis Caldwell, youth player. He's left-footed, and he's got more pace than Rudiger or anyone running forward as a central defender. But he can play left-back as well, central defence anywhere. And he's a real prospect. And I think he should be called up, because if we're struggling with central defenders, it'd be good to have him on the bench just in case we get another injury, because we never know. But it's just positive. I'm on the vibes of being high right now. High of Chelsea win.
Yeah, this Chelsea win has been absolutely glorious today. It's the first time we've beaten a top 6 side this entire season, and we can get rid of that from our backs now.
How much stick have we had? I've watched it, but how much stick have you had about Chelsea top 6 sides?
The
Tottenham
last month
fans?
and a half has been so peak for us.
It's just, this is well deserved. And Tuchel, I don't know what he's done, but he's changed the mentality. He's changed it all, and he's even got Jorginho to stop his skip. Notice that? In his penalty, he didn't skip. He's always skipped with Lampard, but for some reason, he's not skipped for Tuchel.
I think it's because this time people are reading it more. So he's decided to go for something different, just smash it this time. He used to do that. His first penalties of his career used to be that. Then he started, like, adapting the skip a bit more.
But it's just, I can't say how much how positive I am. I'm buzzing. I'm just so can't wait. Like, I don't know. Back in my head, I still got memories of last season's game against Sheffield United. So I'm still worried that could happen, because we just never know. But you've got, like, Ampadu won't be playing against us, so they're going to be central defence, 1 man down. So they've got to have another one in, like, probably Phil Jagielka or something like that. So we just got to be careful. But I'm positive. I'm just I can't wait for a few games coming up now, and I've got this feeling, and I'm going to say it out now. And if it goes wrong, I'll stand by my sword. But I think we're going to make a big intro in that top 4, and I think we could. We could get second.
That's easy though. Like, you can say that with chess, because that's happening now.
I think we can get second though. I really think we can get second in the league.
Interesting, second. I like that. I think everything's up for grabs this season still. So we got a manager. We have a system now that works for our side, and we have one of the best teams in the league. So why not?
And we've got the best academy to rely on if we need it. We've got like I said, we've got one of the best coaches out there with corners and that set pieces. We've got everything in our power to get that position. There's nothing stopping us except for ourselves. and we've now got over that hurdle of negativity, and we're now going back to the summit where we belong.
Damn. All right, man. Any final thoughts?
2 things. Subscribe and like this now, and join Patreon and do what you need to do for this channel. And 2, and most importantly, up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. Come on, man. If we're doing a group call, I'll let you know. I don't know if we are because the numbers ain't too big.
I've got to go to bed, missus. So
yeah, no worries then. You take care.
look after everybody.
Take care. Right, we'll move on to our next guest. Ellie, what are you saying, bro?
Jorginho, what's up?
Come
How are
on.
you?
Great
I
performance.
told you we were gonna beat Spurs.
Yeah, I'm happy now. What was your score prediction? I don't think you got it right this time.
No, I said 2-1.
Yeah, well, we kept a clean sheet, so I'll
Look,
take it.
for me, 1-0 is better. Like
I
a
had a
clean
feeling
sheet.
it was a first goal wins game because they weren't going to attack to save their lives. We were barely going to create any chance if they scored first, so it made sense.
Exactly. And look, and we should have scored more in the first half. Like at halftime should have been like 3-0. We were that dominant. Amazing performance. And Tommy T, that's what we should call him right now, Thomas Tuchel. Tommy T, why not?
Guys, comment section. You let me know if you want to wheel up or not. But go on.
Is the man for the job. I love him. I said I have my own YouTube channel, and I said, look, if we beat Spurs, he's gonna be a fan favorite already because it's Spurs. You know, we all hate Tottenham. And he did it, I'm very excited for the future, and let's see where it takes us.
Yeah, talk to me about the players though. Let me know what your thoughts were on that.
Look, man of the match for me, Jorginho, and not only because he scored the penalty, he dominated the game in midfield. He was amazing. Like every player was amazing. Thiago Silva, before he got injured, was my man of the match, but then he got injured. Like the clearances he was making, wow. Mason Mount was incredible. What do you think about Callum Hudson-Odoi? For not the greatest game today.
I thought he had a promising game today. Couple good chances. Every time he dropped deep, he was creating stuff. But again, we weren't really that good in the final third as a team.
Yeah, and also to be fair to him, Tottenham were like defending worse than Burnley. Like that's embarrassing for them and Mourinho. Like everyone played well. Everyone did. When we beat Tottenham, even if players were average, we're gonna say they all played good. You know. And yeah, like I said, I'm very excited.
Excited. Well, talk to me about the next few games that we have coming up then.
What? Sheffield United
games.
Sheffield United, Barnsley,
Newcastle, Southampton, and then it's Atletico and United.
Oh, Atletico. Until Atletico, because I'm still far away. Until Atletico, I think we'll win every game. I think we'll beat. I think so.
End then, because that's a really good run of games. Where do you think we could end up competing for? Do you see top 4 races, top 2?
You know what you think? You know what you think? What I think? Liverpool will lose to Man City, and then we will beat Sheffield United, and we'll just be 1 point behind them.
If anything, I'm looking for a draw in that match. We'll hold them both back.
Nah, let's be fair. Look, we're not gonna win the league this season. I think it's.
You never know. You never know.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
This season.
But for me, it's a goal. Like my goal this season is finish in top 4. Next season, let's challenge. You know, full season for Thomas Tuchel, Tommy T, and we'll challenge next season. So why not let Man City win it? It's better for us, even if you think about it.
Oh, in the case that's just not Liverpool.
Exactly, because Liverpool right now, and I know Liverpool are still the champions of England, and I hate to say it, but they're still a good team.
Man, I sent you the link. Go on.
But look, they're 4th right now, and what they lost to Burnley and Brighton, so they're in a bad form. So you never know; they might finish outside.
Yeah, level on points. Oh yes, please.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I would like that. I really would like that. Ellie, any final thoughts going into the next few games?
Like I said, very confident. Hopefully, the only thing I want is Werner to score. Like against Sheffield, maybe we'll win 3-0 and he'll get a goal. That's what I want, and that's it. Another clean sheet, three clean sheets in a row.
Liverpool's next two games are Man City and Leicester.
Ooh, wow, nice. See, who do you think will finish? Who's more likely to finish outside the top four, Leicester or Liverpool?
It's looking like Liverpool, but it could be either of them two. To be honest, they both have a chance of. Brendan Rodgers has a chance of bottling it. He's always
but I like Brendan Rodgers. He's a good manager. But look, let's not focus really too far away. Let's just win game by game, and then we'll see at the end of the season where we are.
All right, cool. Well, we will see what the next games are saying. Ellie, thanks for jumping on, bro.
Thank you.
You take care.
Bye.
Bless. Gonna move to our next guest. Kenny, what are you saying, man?
What's up, man? I'm at the gym right now, but it was a good game, good that we got a result. I will say, Tuchel, his tactics are very good. I think today was more than anything else because we won 1-0. And
I want to bro, your connection's really messing up. Do you want to switch your camera off?
Okay. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, try
All
speak
right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a lot clearer. Go on.
All right, cool. So I was saying, more than anything was up to Tuchel. I give it to him. He was the reason why we won today because, obviously it took us a PK to win, right? And on another day, I would expect more from our attackers to get the result. But Tuchel, his tactics were spot on. Limited Spurs. They didn't really get too many chances, and all we really needed was one chance to finally, obviously, win. But overall, our defense was good. Midfield's good. For our top three, I will say they need to improve, especially Werner. And honestly, today I don't think he did much besides work hard and get that PK. In all honesty, I feel like he needs to definitely improve, or he needs to get dropped. Honestly, because he's going on 11 games now without scoring, and honestly, that's not good enough. So he definitely needs to improve, and if not, Tammy or Drew needs to come on, and that's that. But outside of that, Mount did very well, but he also needs to improve his finishing and also his decision making in the final third. I felt like there were some plays where he could have, obviously got a better end product, but he did well today. But outside of that, everyone did well except for Werner. And I think going forward, we're definitely going to be getting a good run of games, and we're going to be picking up a lot of points until obviously we play Atletico Madrid. Then we'll see, the real test for this team.
All right, cool, bro. Your connection's breaking up a lot, so I'm just going to ask you for your thoughts on the next game.
Okay, cool. All right, so next game. Yeah, all right. Next game, I think we should definitely get 3 points. It's got Sheffield United. I'm looking forward to that game, and pick up a good, nice 3 points and then move on. So that's pretty much it, man. But anyway, I'll hop off. Thanks.
All right, Kenny, bro. Thanks for jumping on. We'll chat to you next time. All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Bless. Right, I'll get our next guest on. Albert, jump on, bro. What are you saying?
Oh man, I'm pretty happy, man. This is it was such a good game. I think from the minute one, we just showed passion. Everyone was playing with each other. That was the best thing. I don't think I saw it as much at the later days of Lampard, especially. I felt like players at that time were kind of down tools and especially with confidence. I don't think they had that much confidence, and obviously you can see what happened from there. But yeah, I think obviously we did really well, especially defensively. Rudiger played well as P. What do you expect? He's probably one of our best ever players. In terms of defense, he has a record that speaks for itself. I'm sad for that. Silva got injured, but I felt like Christensen did a good job. I didn't expect that. I'm going to be completely honest. I wasn't 100%
but what you're
sure
saying
about.
Christensen might have proved you wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well,
Yeah. It was less because like I don't think he's a bad player. It's just because Silva is like he's like a leader. Like he's like such a leader on the pitch, and he's always like there to like support the other two centre backs or one centre back, or because he's like he has that experience, and Christensen he doesn't have that as well. But honestly, he played really well. Yeah, like Kovacic as well. Like that guy, he makes runs so many times. It's honestly amazing. Like he's so underrated in this team. Like even last season and just every season he's been, I think he's like one of the most consistent performers. Like every single time I see him play, like even like defensively, and he's like never afraid to just get the ball and just run. And then that always like leads to us making a play. And then paired up with Jorginho has been pretty good as well. Yeah, the both of them played well. Obviously, it was great to see them all playing good together. Like Reece James played well. Hudson-Odoi, it's great. Like 3 games started under Tuchel, and all 3 games like has been pretty good for him. Yeah, Werner, yeah, he was pretty good. I actually didn't mind his performance. Like he was getting into good positions. Obviously, he got the
again, whereas
yeah, that is true. I know he did get in good position for the penalty. Obviously, like Aspi does a great pass again, and he did get the penalty. I just hope like because obviously right now like he's had a few chances. Obviously, some were blocked, like some maybe took a touch too far, but I feel like he's going in the right direction. Like I feel like he's gonna get a goal, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans want him to get a goal, especially if that's gonna like help his confidence and maybe help him get back to where he was last year, or maybe like some part at the start of the season. But even yeah, who else when I mentioned, I think Mount as well. Like he played superb, honestly. Like I think Tuchel's showing a true liking to him. I think he started. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think he started all 3 games. He's played all 3 games, but I'm pretty sure Tuchel's like really shown trust in him. And the thing I like most about him is that even though he's a new manager, like who doesn't really know, he's putting his trust into young guys as well as like the new signings. So he puts his trust into the team that he feels that is performing the best. And right now, that was pretty good. Although I think attacking wise, we probably need to sort out like our passing in the final third. There were a few chances, maybe in the first half. I think there was a chance. I think Mount like did a 1-2, and he decided to cross it instead of like. I think he should have just like put it into the middle, and then there was another chance where Pulisic, instead of seeing that Reece James was making a run on the right, he decided to pass to the left, and like maybe Kovacic could have passed the winner, and I don't know. But I think just in general, it's just good to get a win against Tottenham, against the top 6 finally. I know we beat West Ham, but like yeah, that they weren't really playing well at all, and we didn't really do well until like the 70th minute in that game anyway. And yeah, feels good. Obviously, had to wake up early again. I think you might remember me. I'm from Australia.
Yeah, I
Like
can tell from the accent. What time is it over there?
it's 11:30 now, so 11:29. So this is a Friday morning. Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't like when I wake up early and then it's like not a good game, but this one definitely was a good game. I feel like Tottenham didn't really do much until the later stages, which kind of scared me. Like, I feel Vinicius almost got a goal. But other than that, like I think maybe the Lamela chance. But yeah, like we pretty much other than those 2 chances, I don't really think they had that much going for them. Obviously, we know Mourinho. I think that game, like he was so defensive. He didn't really offer that much. I think like it shows how much Harry Kane had made an impact to that team. But obviously, it's not a one-man team. Like he has other players you can rely on. Yeah, so everything's on up. Hopefully, the next few games. Like I'm hoping like we can get some more clean sheets, hopefully against Sheffield. Like let's just not let McGoldrick score against us. Let's just please not let him score again. I swear, the guy scored his first goal against us last year, and he scored again this year. So let's just. I think if it's not him, I don't think anyone else is going to score against us. Crossing my fingers, we get a clean sheet, and obviously other people have said it. I hope Werner gets a goal, but I hope we just in the attacking third. I hope Tuchel just works on that, like just getting the passes, like maybe just when we get to the final third, just maybe just a bit of the decision making there. But I think like we are on an upwards trajectory from what we've been doing. I think not a lot of people said this, but like Tuchel's first three wins without conceding a goal. I don't think anyone's done that since Mourinho. And then funny thing is, the third game was against Mourinho, and that was also his only time he's lost two consecutive home games. So, well, we basically pay tribute to Mourinho as well as being the reason why he's lost one of his main things, like the main things he had as managers. But obviously, I still love Mourinho for what he did. Like, I don't. He's a Tottenham manager, and he said obviously he changed because like although he did say when he was Chelsea, he said he wouldn't go Tottenham, but he did say he left
Still never
and
said
he went
it
there.
like a Chelsea fan, so I don't mind too much.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. The fact it did hurt, like when he joined Tottenham, I think a lot of Chelsea fans were angry. But I think, yeah,
Now.
yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I reckon now we just focus together. Like enough of this, like negativity. Like I'm happy that like Chelsea fans are finally like starting to see things from each other's perspectives. Like I
Yeah.
feel like we need to be together on this. Like we need to focus on Chelsea. Like hopefully when people see this, they'll see that we like care about this club. Like everyone cares about this club, and we will like hopefully with the support of us, the players will be able to get more and more confident, and like the manager will be able to do his thing, and then we'll be able to hopefully get into the top four. Honestly, I reckon we can. Like to say we can't is just an understatement. Like even last season, I think Man United on after the break they went on like a lot of wins and then end up coming third. So if they can do it, yeah. So like if they can do it, and if the way we're going, hopefully we continue. We could definitely do it as well. So I'm hoping top four by the end. Obviously, Liverpool slipping. I think they're probably going to lose against Man City, given the way they're playing. Arsenal probably lose to Aston Villa, given the fact they don't have Leno or Louise. I don't know. They might win. Like, who knows? And honestly, who cares? Yeah, I think like a few other teams have like big games coming up. Keep me if I'm wrong. But like I think Sheffield we should win. Newcastle 100%. Was it Man United after? That's gonna be a big game for us. Because you don't know like what Man United's gonna show up. The one that won 9-0 against freaking Southampton, or the one that lost 2-1 against Sheffield. Yeah, and then obviously you don't know what Sheffield is going to show up, like because this Premier League is so like it teams that go up and down in this league. Honestly, it just happens so much, and yeah, I guess it makes it entertaining, but it also means that you don't know what to expect. So, all hoping all the best, man. Yeah. Obviously support Chelsea through and through. After Chelsea. And everyone who watches this, of course, like and subscribe. And if you want to, donate on Patreon, so you can join this as well.
Safe, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, man. We'll see you after the next game.
Yeah, there, man. Thanks for letting me on.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Right, we will get our next guest on. Yes, bro. What are you saying, man?
Listen, the smug glasses come up for smug
Come
times.
on, we're back and we're gassed again. Let's move.
Listen, a Tuchel masterclass. Listen, all I'm gonna say is what time it is.
it's Tuchel time, baby. Honestly, it feels good, bro. I can't even lie. I was about to go to sleep and I seen you live, and I was like, you know what? I just have to show my smug face to everyone. Just vibes it out. I honestly can't even be asked to like talk about the performance because quite honestly, like we did all right, held our ground, but I couldn't care. We just got the 3 points, bro. That's the most important thing. The 3 points. We needed it, but we were desperate for those 3 points today. So, listen, if there's any Spurs fans,
up off our back as well. First win against the top 6 side.
exactly. But I don't know, man. You know what? Last stream, bro, I came on and I saw your face, and you were like heartbroken. Not last stream, the last one I came on. So I thought,
which one was that? Leicester.
I think it was Leicester. Yeah, when you man were up 7 hours. 7 hours.
We were up to like 6 a.m. or some madness.
I went on the next day and it was like I looked at it and it was like 7 hours streaming. I was like, what the
what are you man doing still live at this time, bruv?
I couldn't sleep. That's what it was. I couldn't sleep and I was like, I went on YouTube, I was like, that doesn't say live now. Fuck off. What the heck? But no, listen, realistically, back to the Spurs thing. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I'm lost for words because like it just feels good for once. You know when Lampard used to get a win?
Yeah.
Listen, one you man. Listen, these are the ones that you rep when you want to be smoked. They're called the Viper Sport glasses.
I'm right. They're all blue as well. Come like Chelsea. Perfect.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? The vibes. But what I was saying was, when Frank used to get wins at certain times, I don't know. You weren't very optimistic about it, and this is nothing against Frank. I absolutely love him, but there was always that doubt in it. 3 games in with this German Donny, it feels amazing. I can't even lie. And the fact that he's come in and shifted our football like that, I mean, instantly, bro. Man's changed it from the get-go. How? I don't even know how you do that. Do you know what excites me more than our football? The fact that he's on the touchline animated, telling people what to do. It's mad. We've got a manager.
Always got the answers. That's what I want to see. He's always got the answers.
Exactly, and it's interesting. I want to ask you.
Oh wait, bro. If you got a mic on, try pull it out and back in again.
It's your mic's acting bad, dodgy. Can't lie.
Is it mine or yours?
It's mine. I'm on my phone.
Oh, it's fine. All right, cool. Yeah, just go on then.
But am I like probably breaking up?
It's breaking up a little bit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna come back on my laptop, see if that's any better.
All right, cool.
You're gonna take
jump
a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, cool. No worries. We'll get a next guest on while we're waiting. Jem, what are you saying, man?
Not bad, bro. How are you, man?
I'm good. Happy. First Derby win. First good result we've had since other than the Burnley game, since the fucking game against Leeds months ago. But it's our first good back-to-back performances in ages.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that since he came in, and it's only been a week, it's just how quick they've picked up on it, really, isn't it? To be fair, I thought it was going to take a bit of time for him to get them to shake the shackles of the Lampard tactics and whatever, but no, they've hit the ground running. And look, don't get me wrong, today's game wasn't. I think we played well in terms of the possession side of it. You know, we win the ball back quicker as well. We win the ball back a lot quicker in the right areas, as before we wouldn't do that and we'd get caught out, which is an important thing as well. But today's performance was good. I think every player on the pitch had a good game. I think the only thing that we really do need to work on is just the clinical edge. It's good having all these patterns, this pattern of plays. But when you're in the final third, you need the especially the front 3 or 4. They need to be creative and they need to be clinical. And that's something we wasn't today. We've had 15 shots and only 2 on target. Or 3 on target. I think it was. That's not good. But at the same time, I don't want to be too judgmental on Tuchel because he's only been here for a week. Do you know what I mean? But I don't even think that's something that's his fault. I think that's just more down to the players. They need to be more clinical in front of goal. If it means they need to practice their shooting, and cool. I know people were moaning about Timo Werner today as well. And for me, his movement was
the same problem for us for ages, that we just ain't that clinical.
We ain't, but why are we not that clinical? We've got players that are meant to be very, very good players.
Same problem for ages now.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You know, Timo Werner today, a lot of people were moaning about his performance, but for me, his movement was great. The thing with Timo Werner is he likes to drag on the wings. And when he was doing that, we had no one to play off up front. And this is why I say it's so important that Timo Werner plays as a second striker off of someone, because he will just allow him to do that more. So, and we have a target up front. Overall, it was a good performance. I thought when Thiago Silva pulled up, I was like, oh god. I saw Christensen warming up. I know you're a big fan of Christensen anyway, innit? But I saw him warming up, and I was just like, oh no, we're in trouble.
What did you think came on the pitch? What did you think about his performance today?
He surprised me. He didn't get anything wrong. To be fair, Rudiger's playing really well at the moment as well, which has surprised me. Aspie is just typical Aspie, but Christensen, when he came on, but don't get me wrong, Tottenham were really poor. Let's be serious. They were shocking, bruv. Other than them 2 chances that they had, or 3 chances, and one of them they should have scored, let's be serious, at the end with a header. If that was Harry Kane, we would have drew that game. That's the only thing that gets me with our squad, with the team at the moment, is we're dominating the game, which is good. We've seen that for the last 3 games, but we need to have a killer instinct. We need to be more clinical. We need to put teams away. We shouldn't be 90th or 80th or 75th minute 1-0 up when we've completely dominated the game like we did. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's about being more clinical. And Jorginho played well today as well. Everyone thinks I've got a Jorginho agenda. I haven't. For me, Jorginho in the past has just not been up to speed, but today, it might be under the new manager. He seems to be getting the best out of him. Time will tell with him as well. I thought Kovacic played very well today as well. There's a lot of moans about Mason Mount in the first half, and even for me, I thought Mason Mount played well. I think they gave him man of the match, didn't they? For me, he wasn't man of the match, but he had a good game. So yeah, man. Overall, not a bad performance. Who was your man of the match, Lewis? That's what I was going to ask you. Who did you thought played well?
It would be either Jorginho or Mount for me, to be honest. They were the 2 best players today.
Yeah, by far. I'd say that them 2.
Kovacic was good. The whole back 3 was good, to be honest. And yeah, like it was a good performance, but we were barely tested. We really weren't tested that much.
The only thing I would say is, right, we've beaten a top 6 team, which was one of the things we haven't done this season. But also we go into a couple of games now where they're winnable. You know, I know we've got Newcastle. I think we've got Sheffield United next as well on Sunday. Like, these are games we could win. We're 6 points off third. Do you know what I mean? We're not miles behind. That's 6 points. Is it 6 points off third? No, sorry, 8 points.
Next 2 games are City and Leicester, and our next 2 are Newcastle and Sheffield United.
That's what I'm saying. We're 4 points behind Liverpool, and we're 6 points off Leicester. So, and they're third. So you look at it like that. We're not doing too bad. You know, everyone was saying we were dead and gone, and not going to get Champions League a couple of games ago. And now look, we're starting to find a bit of consistency. So at the end of the day, we move. For me, I'm taking it game by game, and I just hope that we get the next 2 to 3 games done before we get to the Atletico drama. Because after Atletico, when we get back, we've got Man United, Everton, Leeds, Liverpool, about all in a row. So it's going to be a test for us and the Tuchel side. So yeah, man. Appreciate having me on, though, man. Appreciate it a lot. But
time, man. It was great chatting.
Yeah, no, it's nice catching up with you. And yeah, I'm going to do a player rating show tomorrow. So if you're about, give us a shout. Yeah, come on as well. 2 o'clock.
Right. If I'm up, I'll let you know, man.
All right, cool, bro. Take care of yourself. See you later, mate.
Take care.
See you later, bro. Bye.
Right, Viper Sport, I think you're back now. What were you saying?
Tricky Blues, that's what I was saying. Tricky Blues, bro.
Tricky Blue Army, come on.
Tricky Blue Army, honestly, man. What were we even talking about just before I dipped? Oh yeah, players. Certain players. Yeah, certain players. Listen, I've been saying it since I seen the kid play for the very first time. I will never not mention him. Callum freaking Hudson-Odoi. Might have not done the maddest things today. Fair enough. Don't really care. But he's just so flipping special on that side, bro, on that wing. He played a bit more of a winger role than a wing back today. Reece James played a wing back. But if those 2 can kick it off on that right side position, it's over, bro. It's over for most Premier League teams. Right, Reece James and Callum Hudson-Odoi as a right side partnership, it's disgusting, honestly. But yeah, I hope both of them find their feet together. That'd be good. Chilwell, I want to ask you, what the hell happens with Chilwell?
With Chilwell,
Mm.
I don't know. For me, it's just a thing of form because he
Mm.
should be getting back into this team anyway. I prefer him over Marcus Alonso. I think Alonso had a good game today, but I still prefer Ben Chilwell as a player, and I think his ceiling is way higher.
Mm. I want to see how he plays as a wing back, as a wing back, how he adapts to that, because I don't know. Is Alonso actually better at wing back than Chilwell? Don't know. I want to see Alonso as a striker. I'm not even joking. Someone give me Tuchel's number.
Playing like that because we had no aerial threat in that entire front three. But so we had players like Werner and Hudson-Odoi running into the flanks and Marcus Alonso running into the middle instead.
Yeah,
it didn't work, but like he was actually playing up front for a long period of that.
Yeah, he definitely has an attacking mind. That's for sure. We've seen it ever since he's been in Chelsea. But it's kind of why he's so shit at defending, because his mind is so forward going. But nah, I'm happy all around. You know what's going to be good though? We've got a really remember in like October time when we had a shit easy run of games. For like we had it for a while. It was like for 2 months. I think we had easy runs. I think we had 1 or 2 hard games in between. Bro, the next 3 games, Sheffield United, Newcastle, Southampton. You gotta get 9 points there, bro. You gotta get 9 points there. And if you look at it, we were doing when we were streaming after the game on my channel, we were looking at the fixtures for all the teams, and Liverpool, City, West Ham, Leicester, every single one of them next 3 games, they've got a big game. They'll drop points. Definitely, they'll drop points. If they don't, oh well, but they could very well drop points. We could honestly, we could flip the whole season on its head so fast. Honestly, no one would see it coming. Beware of Sheffield says.
The beauty of that.
Say again?
I just can't wait to watch that happen as well.
Do you know what I want it to happen more than anything? Man United fans, I just want to be above them. That's all I care for. I know they're doing great. They're second. But oh gosh, I just wish they fall, man. And if we can just finish above them, I'll be happy. Can't stand it anymore, bro. I can't stand it anymore. We need to finish above those, man. What did you say? No, I was just gonna say Mourinho. Is he finished or what? What's going on? Because that was dead. That was pure dead. There was no heartbeat to that club. And you know what was funny? That wasn't their B team. That wasn't their C team. They missed like 1 or 2 big players. But they had everyone else there. The fuck, they couldn't even. We dominated them. It was
I think Jose just don't trust his team. He always plays that negative football where he ain't got full confidence in his side. Even second season Jose at United played this brand of football because he didn't believe in that squad. He said getting that team second was one of the best achievements of his career.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. And the boys said it on the stream as well. They were like, is Jose's football washed up? And I actually mentioned that exact point that he said what he said with Man United. Maybe this Tottenham side is that fucking shit that he doesn't even know what to do. Even Jose Mourinho can't do with it. It could be either or. That's the interesting one. It could be either or. It'd be interesting to see, should he find another job and actually succeed there, that kind of shows how bad that Tottenham team was. I don't know. But
Jose
either way,
story with them, but they have to be patient with him.
With Jose.
Yeah.
Spurs, I mean, they've got patience in them. They haven't won a fucking trophy for God knows how many years, so should be all right. Should be a match made in heaven, to be honest.
Can't win it with them. Nobody fucking can.
Say again?
If Jose can't win that trophy with them, nobody else can.
Yeah, true. It's their only hope. But it's funny because Spurs, to this day, the record continues. They haven't beaten us in the Premier League since 2018, I think it was, specifically.
Yeah, Jose still hasn't beaten us in the league with Spurs.
Jose can't beat us for shit. He seems to always struggle against us. His balls drop. He beat us on penalty shootout. Nice.
I think he's only beaten us twice with United as well.
Yeah, listen. I feel sorry for him. I really do. The man has Chelsea pictures in his Tottenham office, bro. Like, this is a banter job for him. This is a paycheck. This is a 9 to 5 for him. I'm not even joking.
Give me trophies to put in replacement.
This is a 9 to 5 for him. He's got Chelsea pictures on his Tottenham office, bro. This is like, he probably doesn't even care. Sheffield United, McGoldrick. Yes, I don't mind if he scores against us as long as we get the flipping win. That's all I give. That's all I care about.
Me and you.
I honestly, like, obviously I want Chelsea to win, but like as long as we win, that's all I care about. You can score, they can have a few goals. I want them to stay up. Listen, if you guys hate Sheffield, there's nothing to hate about them. They're just a team from up here, just vibes in the Premier League.
So I can tick that ground off. I ain't even gone yet.
Bro, do you know what? I really, really want to go on Sunday. Just stand outside and like get
a few of the players.
Not just Tuchel, bro. Just tell him like, well, go on and just be like, yo, listen, Blues Fans TV, big up. Come on the after show, quick press conference, exclusive. See if he does it. But yeah, I'm really actually. One of the things was living in Sheffield when United got promoted. I was like, yes, we're gonna have Chelsea and everyone come up here. It's gonna be class, bro. Halfway through the season, COVID hit, and then Chelsea lost 3-0 into an empty Bramall Lane. That was vibes.
We weren't there, to be honest.
Yeah, probably best, to be honest. Probably best. It wouldn't have been. It was a cold. Was it just summer? No, it wasn't cold though.
That was a warm day.
No, but it was in summer though, wasn't it? If it was regular time, it would have been cold. Cold night in Sheffield for you. But yeah, are you doing another 7-hour stream or what? What's going on with you?
No, I don't even think we're doing a group call this time. We don't have enough of the numbers for it. But I'm not complaining. It means I'm done in an hour and I'm happy and I'm good, which is more than fine by me. But Vipersport, thanks for jumping on anyway, man. Do you want to shout out your socials?
Yes. I don't know why it took so long to think. That right there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Basically, I'm the B-Tech Lewis of Chelsea stuff.
Come on, man. A-level.
We got to kick in. So if you want to catch another watch along as well, we don't just do Chelsea stuff. There's also other games. So if you're watching a random game and your boy might be live, City Liverpool on Sunday, come watch it with us. And yeah, come check out my content. If you haven't seen it already, make sure to subscribe to this as well. And also make sure to be there on my own little show now. Lewis, I'm coming up to you, coming on your level. The warm show. Did you not see it before the game? We did a show.
Oh, that's your thing now.
Yeah, me and Sammy do it. So me and Sammy.
Yes, I love that.
We're in full time. So guys, before the Sheffield United game, make sure to tune in to the warm-up featuring your boy and Sammy as we react to the starting 11 and then just stats and facts and bollocks, basically. Just a chit-chat. So half an hour before the game, be there.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, man. You go take care of yourself. Bless
you.
Yeah,
man. Bless up, bro. Catch you soon.
Take care, bro. Next guest jumping on. Slens, what you saying, my guy?
Yes, bro. What you doing, man?
I'm good. What you saying?
Bro, I am... Bob, listen. When you beat Tottenham, can't help. Just you have to be gassed, bro. You have to be gassed, man. But, bro, for me, yeah, what I love about our team is how quickly we develop this press, this counter press that Tuchel loves. Like, bro, a lot of people saying in the first half that Spurs were awful. But the reason they were so bad is because they couldn't get out of their area because we were pressing them so high. Like, you could see Tuchel on the sidelines always pushing people forward, trying to press them high. But now, man, listen, I want to shout out a couple of people like from the team. Number one, the West London Palo has to be shouted out. Jorginho, absolutely. Like he was incredible, man. Like he was different level. Like for me, he got robbed of man of the match. I think Alonso and Rudiger, like both players that have been out of our favour, they've been kind of targeted by some of the fan base, which is nice to see. But it's lovely to see them perform. I think even Mason Mount was good, but listen, it's always the same issue with him. It's just the final third. His final third, if he doesn't improve it, we're going to miss these chances. And as us, like when it comes to the top six side, if you don't score the chances that we had in the first half, we're in big trouble because if they had the header in the end, they could have scored easily. But it's nice to see that he's still doing well, but it's just the final third. He needs to work on it, man. The final pass, even from Kovacic, it's not good enough because if these mistakes keep happening, a good top six side comes and wins the game. But Timo Werner as well, man. Timo Werner. Oh, I heard CFC German, everyone talking about his movement. His movement is awesome, but I'm not gonna lie, on the ball, man, he's shocking. Like it's shocking. I'm not gonna lie, on the ball, like he just seems like it fumbles under his feet and he just loses it. Like
yeah, and everything weren't good,
bro. Like his movement. Listen,
his game today.
Yeah, listen. There's no doubt he was good. He's always good off the board, man. Like he's always great. He runs until the 95th minute. Like I'd love to see it, but for me, man, like he just listen. I don't want to call him the German Morata, but it's getting closer and closer, man. Because we spent a lot of money on him, but we want to see. Listen, we want to see goals, man. There's 4 goals in 21 games or something like that. It's horrible. Like he's a 47 million striker, so we need to see output. But when it comes to what's it called, getting top 4s, it's important because I see a lot of people talking about Haaland. Like if you want to get Haaland, we need to have Champions League football. If there's no Champions League football, there's other clubs who will come in for him. But bro, another thing I want to talk about is obviously like Tuchel, man. Tuchel's also been getting a lot of like a bad treatment from the media. Like I see today on BT Sports, they're talking about Frank Lampard deserves some credit for this win. I'm like, I'm sorry, but listen, like, this is all Tuchel's team. A lot of the players that play in this team were not favoured under Frank. So the credit for me goes to Tuchel for working with this team for what, 9 days now, and they're doing so well. So, brothers, it's only going to improve from here. And what I like is that we're winning 1-0, we're winning 2-0. Like it's not massive wins where the whole media is on us and everyone's talking about us. We're doing our thing silently. And I love to see it, man. Because listen, top 4 is on the cards. We have to win our next 3 games. It's important. But man, I'm happy, bro. Like beating Tottenham is always a good day, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. It's another first back-to-back win since 2006, returning it back into 3-point lane again.
Bro, listen, bro, that's our stadium, man. That's definitely us. Listen, they haven't beaten us in the new stadium since they brought up, and even in Wembley when they went to rent it for a little bit, we made it our yard again. Marcos Alonso, bro.
Spurs in 3 different places,
bro. Which other team can say that, man? We keep beating these guys, man. Like, whenever, listen, even when they were about to win the title, who comes and haunts them, bro? Eden Hazard and Chelsea. Listen, I want to talk about Spurs, actually, bro. Spurs, yeah? I want to say, how dare you talk about your manager, yeah, who's more successful than your club? How dare you want him out, bro? Have some shame. Have some shame. What? People are talking about, like, he needs to go. Bro, listen, good football, bad football. You've been seeing good football for how many years now? 13 years without a trophy? So have some respect, bro. This man is literally worth more than your club. He's won more. He's won 3 Champions Leagues. He's won 3 Premier Leagues. Respect him. Like, this guy, even if the football isn't great, have some shame. Like, respect this guy. If he gets sacked, listen, if he doesn't win a trophy, as you said, if he doesn't win a trophy with him, no one will, bro. I don't care who they get. No one will. But listen, top 4 is a possibility, man. And bro, I'm gassed, man. I'm gassed. This is the most gassed I've been in a while on it, because Frank, like,
felt this way.
Bro, listen, I went into the game today for the first time in ages, and I was confident. Like, I watched the first 5 minutes. I was like, this team is on it. We never start a game well under Frank. We never do, bro. Like, we always start, always behind the ball, always trying to counter attack. We had the ball, playing it on the floor, like no long passes, no crossing. It was beautiful to see, man. But bro, listen, the next 3 games, if we win the next 3 games, then we can start talking about top 4, top 3. But if we slip up, then it's trouble. But hopefully we'll go well, man. Thank you I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you have a lot of people waiting, but thank you for having me on, bro.
Yeah, thank you for being patient as well. Much appreciated.
No problem, my guy. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, I'll see you for the next game, man. Peace.
Safe.
Peace. Fata, bro. Chat to me, man. What are you saying?
3 words. London is blue, Lewis. London is blue. Yeah.
On.
Wait. Is that your mic or something? Because I got something problem. Yeah. I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Go on. Say that again.
Back-to-back season, we beat Tottenham in their new stadium. Has anyone noticed that yet? Probably not. And the fact that this is the first time we've been beating the top 6 side this season. Blimey, it's like it's never kicking a walk against a big 6 sides. You know, every time Chelsea's always stressed us, especially like last 15 minutes of that second half. I mean, you can sense that Tottenham when they brought on Lamela and Lucas Moura and I was thinking, oh shit, League Cup all over again, where we concede last minute goal and then they went 2 penalties and they won that game on last September and today I think we just bossed it under Tuchel and the fact that people tend to forget how good this Chelsea team is at times. And I think today, it goes to show that for the first three games under Tuchel and that, and I just think he cemented his legacy into this team, and the fact that Tuchel's already get these guys going against a big six, arguably one of the toughest sides in the league. I'm blown away, Lewis. I'm blown away.
Yeah, I've been blown away by the last few weeks as well. It's all been excellent for me.
And you know what, Lewis? We've been talking about intensity and mentality for this team for about a week or so since Tuchel coming in on that. And I just think, again, mentally they look different. They look sharp. They look focused in that. They look harmonized in the team. They look like gel within each other somehow. Like we've been crying out loud for the past 2 months in that. And I just think this team under Tuchel and that can do something magic in the next couple of months or so. Even though like the Champions League title is not favoring us, but you never know with us in the Champions League. We can have the best Chelsea team play well in the Champions League, but I think in the Premier League as well, we must not forget like top four is a priority for this team, and the fact that it's not only a massive win for us, but also the fact that we're closing the gap to the top four that has been like the Liverpool has been awfully dropped for the last few weeks. Tottenham has been awfully dropped. I mean, literally everyone doing bad have bad patches, including Chelsea as well. Literally, these cycles goes around to any team in the Premier League, and I just hope like Chelsea can take the advantage ahead of us. And you never know with us, Willis. You never know.
Yeah, but the start was very positive. What do you feel the difference between this and Frank Lampard?
I just think under Frank Lampard, we just look slow the way that we move up the ball, Lewis. And I think we've discussed on that last week on the podcast with Kayo and that. And with the if you look at the difference between Tuchel and Lampard, and I just think Tuchel he tried to implement something very different. The fact that Lampard is going like sideways crossing inshallah merchant and that, and I just think like Tuchel want to keep straightforward, like one touch ball and that, and I just think that's the kind of play that we've been crying out loud for the past 2 months. That's the kind of play that we've been missing for the past 2 months, and I just think again, man, I don't want to compare Lampard and Tuchel in the details and that, but I just think like both managers are different in the way that they're both set up in that. But I just think Tuchel is more suitable to this Chelsea team compared to Lampard.
Yes, I think with Frank Lampard, it barely suited anyone except the academy players, in my opinion.
I don't want to get too over criticize suited the academy players in that, but I just think again, man, I don't want to get too detailed on the Lampard relationship with the academy players and that, but I just think I know he had a good start last season and then trying to implement the academy to the first team, but I just think after they're gone, I think the academy proven themselves to under Tuchel and that, and I just think that's a massive bonus with us, and the fact that again after the transfer window left off on a Monday and that. I'm delighted to see that Tuchel keep one of these academy players under the likes of Billy Gilmore and Mason Mount and that. Yeah, it's positive times ahead of us, Lewis. Positive times.
All right. Well, any final thoughts, bro?
Do you know what, man? My slight concern from this game, the fact that again, like you can have the best Chelsea performance today, but again, I think people tend to forget. Like, yes, we got 3 points and we get really 2 games against Tottenham and that. But let's not forget that we have to keep it in a consistent, basic week in week out. And again, you can have the best Chelsea team performance today against Tottenham. Then all of a sudden, 4 days later against Sheffield United, suddenly you drop your performance somehow. But you know what, man? I'm just looking at it at a positive thing. Performance today. I'm delighted to see Chelsea win today, and the fact that again, one of the academy players has been one of the best Chelsea players so far this season, Mason Mount, and that. Not forget, Cho has been resurfaced himself, and also Marcus Alonso. That well, I've been criticizing for him for about a month or so, but I think today he's been okay, and he's been a step up so far under Tuchel and that. And look ahead, man. It's just positive times, We'll see. We'll take it game to game basis,
All right, cool. Well, thanks for jumping on, Fatter. It was a nice chat, and hope you enjoyed the win tonight as well, my guy.
London is blue. London is blue. London is
Damn
blue.
right, bro. Take care. I'll see you for the next game.
Yeah.
Bless, man. Right, next guest time. Brick, what you saying, man?
Huh?
What you saying,
sorry.
bro?
Oh, bro, yo.
I caught
It's
you by
just.
surprise, probably.
Pardon?
I think I caught you by surprise there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a pretty comfortable performance, as I said on your stream. We played well. I was really impressed by, as I said, Kovacic, because I thought he worked really, really hard. He looked burnt out at the end of the game. When he was taken off, he looked a bit burnt out because he just worked so hard today. And I was really impressed with the way he kept the ball in midfield and moved it forward. Jorginho was excellent, although I'm not a massive fan of him. But hey, if Tuchel could make him great again, why not? Why not keep on to him? I think we performed well. We definitely need to improve in the final third because we need to get our forwards bagging in goals. I personally believe I'm not going against a Mount performance. I'm not saying he should have started or anything, but I believe that if Pulisic would have started, it could have been a different game from the forward players, because I think that he would have given us the more attacking threat instead of me and Simon. Although I think he moved forward well, but Mount played well. He had a very good game. He was genuinely man of the match for sure. His energy was excellent. His movement was excellent. He didn't look like he was tired or anything. He was just absolutely brilliant. Just needs to improve on the final ball again, Mason Mount, but he's a young player and that will come with time. I'm impressed by Werner's performance as well, although he didn't get a goal. I think he deserved a goal. I think he should have gotten the penalty, but he was low on confidence. So maybe he could have probably put that over the crossbar. So it's better to give that to Jorginho. And yeah, but we played so well. We dominated that game and everything in every aspect. In midfield, we moved forward well. We should have killed off the game with another goal, but as I said, we're not good enough in the attacking third yet. And I have a friend here in Barbados that told me that we have the pretty play and everything, but we are not that good because we're not finishing. I told him, nah, it's not that we're not that good. I just think that you can't expect a man's philosophy to be in the player's head in 9 days. Like that is extremely unrealistic, and it's going to take time. And the thing is, it's not going to take that long because we have good players, intelligent players that played underneath top managers before. So hopefully we just get the philosophy clear. And the good thing is, we have a bit of games coming up that could probably. That we wouldn't have to worry about losing because we're not going to lose to Sheffield. Realistically, we're not going to lose to them unless it's a freak show. We're not going to lose to Newcastle as well because unless it's a freak show, and we shouldn't lose against Barnsley obviously because that's a championship team. We should go there and win. Those are 3 fixtures coming up that we could try different things in certain games. Probably the Barnsley game, but not more of the league games. And see what we could do. And if we improve in the next 3 games, we're final third. I would say, it's pretty clear cut now that we're moving forward well, and the finishing is improving. So I'll be happy. I just hope that we could get ourselves up to a certain level by the 26th. I think that's when we have to play Atletico. I just hope we could get ourselves up to that level by then because I really want to beat Atletico, as I said, because. Knowing Chelsea, we'll have a fairly poor run in the Prem, and then probably go and win the Champions League. And I'm not saying we're going to win it, but if we get past Atletico, that is serious a serious warning to show to the other guys in the Champions League. But apart from that, the performance was great. I liked the energy from everyone. Everyone played well. People said that they thought Alonso was poor, but he made 4 recoveries, the most out of any Chelsea player today. He made 4 recoveries, and yeah, it's Alonso, so everyone is probably going to give him stick because we all don't really like him. But I think he had a good game. Reece James was really good today. The whole back three was good, and I'm not gonna lie to you because I know you love Christensen, but when he was coming on, I was actually a bit nervous because based on some of the mistakes he made in the past. The pivot Jorginho and Kovacic, as I said, really controlled the game, bossed the game, and really only one player that concerned me today, and that was Mendy. I think Mendy. Yeah, yeah. Remember when Tottenham was pressing us for like 15 minutes, like that when Jose ran out of ideas in the second half. Poor side. They were pressing us, and he was looking a bit shaky when he had the ball at his feet. So as I said, I do have my thoughts on Edward Mendy. I prefer not to say it as yet because I think that being harsh on him so early on in his career and being toxic on him isn't the best to good because I will like him to become a top keeper for our team. Uh, I do think that we can that we could definitely make top four now because we're looking good. We have an easy run of games coming up, and if we study at West Ham, they're just there for now because they have some tough games coming up. United and City have some tough games coming up, and I'm not saying we're gonna finish above them, but we're looking good in the top four race. But to speak out on Tottenham, bro, like Tottenham are terrible, bro. Like we all have our slander at them, but they're genuinely abysmal to watch, and um, they're not going to. They're for sure. I know for sure they're not going to make top four playing outside of football. But for those stupid Spurs fans to say, yeah, get Mourinho out, get Mourinho out and bring who in? Bring who in? Who's going to win them a trophy? They have an empty. They have an
table, and everyone will just keep their mouth shut.
Bro, they have an empty trophy cabinet at White Hart Lane. They have nothing in there. And he's the guy that's going to bring them trophies, whether they want to sack him. I personally believe, yes, he's finished at the top level. But he knows how to win stuff. Like, so keep on to him, let him do his thing. And hopefully, they won't win a trophy because they'll probably they won't stop speaking about it for the next 10 years. But yeah, they're generally poor to watch, and like the manner of how we won it just didn't feel like it was a difficult London derby. It was just so easy for us, so comfortable for us. Apart from that Vinicius header, we just looked very, very comfortable, and it just didn't look like we were going to concede a goal. We defended well. Everyone in that back five was excellent, and another player I have to big up is Rudiger. Yeah, the thing is, right, this sport could change so quickly. 9 days ago, we wanted Rudiger out of our club because of the alleged rumors. 9 days later, the rumors aren't true. He's playing good. He's playing well. So I think Rudiger up this season, every time he's gotten an opportunity, he hasn't really done anything bad. Has he had a bad game? I don't think so. He's been pretty solid every time he plays. And I always said about Rudiger, I never really had a particular problem with Rudiger apart from when the rumors came around. But obviously knows that we don't know now that they're fake. I never really had a problem with Rudiger. I think he's a good player. I just always thought that he never had a proper partner next to him. He always had Zuma and Rudiger. Zuma's a top player. Don't get me wrong, but they're too similar. You don't play too similar in the house because that leads to calamity. And then next to Christensen didn't look too well with Rudiger. So yeah, now that he's in a back three, and he was actually good underneath Conte in a back three. So yeah, he's looking better. I don't mind him starting any other games. I rather Rudiger than Christensen. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I asked one question today, like, why is Christensen still a Chelsea player and Tomori's out on loan with a buy option? I don't know. But if Christensen could be playing well, oh well. If Tomori could play,
you the light too. I love this.
I don't know about seeing the light yet because he still has to do a lot to regain my trust because he made me so angry.
I promise you, AC Hive tickets are only going up. You don't want to get it when we're at like treble the price.
I mean, he did a lot of mistakes last season, man. Like this season, if he's showing some
Yeah, but so did
improvement.
Rudiger, and Rudiger's got that second chance.
Nah, but
Worse, and he got that second chance.
nah, that is true. But I always I don't hate Christensen or anything. Like I don't like dislike him like how as much as I hate Alonso and these dead ballers that we usually have. But with Christensen, it was always like he is a liability because he isn't physical enough. So yeah, but he's an intelligent defender. He reads the game well. He gets himself in positioning well, and he has a bit of pace as a bit of recovery pace, and he's good on the ball. So I won't mind him starting Thiago Silva's out. I think it's a big blow, but I just wish and I hope and pray that he's back before the Atletico game because that's going to be a massive blow. So it's good vibes right now, man. To Chelsea, it's looking brilliant underneath our new manager. We have some easy fixtures coming up, but that hopefully shouldn't stress me out too much. So best thing that we could go and do is probably go and get these next 3 points should be next 2 games should be easable run a game 6 points. Hopefully we get it from those 2 results, those 2 games, sorry, and we move on to Man United and Atletico with a high, and we beat United at Stamford Bridge and shut those Man United fans up, and we go to Atletico and we could get a win, and hopefully we could do that. We're playing well, and as I said, we got to improve in the final third. We're playing very, very well, keeping possession well, we're keeping clean sheets. The defense for the past 3 games didn't really look that threatened. So I'm happy with our performances. So yeah, I just hope that we can go on and move on from here.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for jumping on, man.
Yeah.
Great to chat to you on my review as well. But you take care, man. I'll chat to you for the next game.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Bless, bro. Bless. Right, down to our last 3 guests. First off, Prasanna, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, I've been all right. Good performance. I feel that we should have put at least 2 or 3 goals today. Jorginho looks a different player. I don't know how. I mean, he's certainly his forward passing and his game around.
New manager, my guy.
Huh?
It's a new manager.
Yeah, but still, I mean, everyone gets a clean slate in a new manager, and we thought like players like Jorginho, Rudiger, Alonso, maybe even Aspilicueta, they may not get the game time as much as they're getting now. Now Alonso looks a certain starter. Rudiger is playing well. Thiago Silva, hopefully that's not a long injury. I heard that in commentary that's just a thigh injury and not it's not that a case of a pulled hammy or something.
But it might still be a muscular injury.
Yeah, but I think Tuchel told that he'll be assessed tomorrow and then a decision will be made. But we obviously games coming up. Sheffield United, they're now they're picking up points. They beat Man United. They beat West Brom, and they just restricted City to 1-0. So that'll be a very tough game. Newcastle will be a very tough game. They're also like they're low. Another team with a low. Shall we say that like put 10 men behind the ball?
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Timo Werner, I think the goal is coming for him soon. He is working hard. He is working his ass off for 90 minutes. So I just think the goal will come from him. It's not that he's just struggling or walking around doing nothing. Oh, I can't be bothered. No, he's still putting his efforts in. And someday he will definitely get on the score sheet. That's what I feel.
All right, cool. And what's your thoughts on the lineup for Sunday? Because it looks like Thiago Silva might be out for that game.
If Thiago Silva's out, then might as well bring the greatest era dynasty sport, as you would call it. But I think other than that one change, I think I'm not sure what Ziyech didn't even come off the bench today, so that's surprising. And I'm not sure he'll rotate too much, but let's see. Hopefully he keeps the same shape, and Jorginho's having some 3 games in a row, he's played very well actually. So I think we'll probably keep him. And Kovacic, he's getting better and better. Reece James was good today, and I think the back three would be the same apart from obviously Thiago Silva. The 4 in front of them, Reece James, Alonso, I think they will be there. Jorginho and maybe Kante. He came off the bench today. He'll probably start the Sheffield game. And I think probably in front, probably Werner or Tammy, and I think Pulisic will start Sheffield United. Although I'm not sure, but I think we will probably see like 2 to 3 changes because of rotation. Because games are obviously like you have like 1 game in 3 days or 1 game in 4 days, and the good thing is we played. I think we play Sheffield on Sunday. Sunday, right? Sunday, and when do we play Newcastle?
I think it's on a Monday, but we have the game in the middle.
Okay, so we have a
cup match in between that.
Okay, so between our Sheffield United and Newcastle game, how many days we have? Is it like
a week?
Okay, so I think we have a week. So I think that'll be a good recovery time for everyone.
Yeah.
And obviously after that we have Barnsley, and after Barnsley, do we play Atletico or?
After Barnsley, it's Sheffield, it's Newcastle, then it's Southampton, I think, and then it's Atletico Madrid.
Okay, still some. Yeah, we have to take it 1 goal at a time. Sorry, 1 game at a time, and hopefully we build Sheffield this Sunday. That will be another confidence booster. Now we're like 36 points, just 2 points of Liverpool, who were in 4th, I guess. Liverpool are on 38 points, and title race maybe. I don't think we're in the title race, but top 4 definitely we are. But we have to go on a very good run. If we go on a run and we have like 16 games left, I don't want us to play the next 8 games well, and when the last 8 games, last 7, 8 games come, and then we like be inconsistent, be like 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. I don't want us to be like it. We have to be consistent, and hopefully we can get top 4 this season and hopefully get an FA Cup or a good Champions League. Say maybe the quarterfinals or even the semifinal of the Champions League. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Things are looking good. I don't want to jinx anything, but on to Sheffield United on Sunday.
Damn right, bro. Any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Spurs are shit. Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, that perfect final thoughts. Thanks for jumping on, Prasanna. You take care.
Yeah, well, thank you. Cheers.
Bless. Final 3 guests now. Let's go. Rajiv, what are you saying, man?
Not much, chilling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Still happy. Still up after the game. What are you telling me,
Oh
man?
yeah. Not much, chilling, man. I'll be honest with you. It's my first time doing it. I'll talk about the game in a second, but I follow you, Nini, Lawrence. I follow so many people, even Eunice as well. So it's a bit of a pleasure speaking to you, really.
Thank you,
but yeah,
pleasure for you coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Anyway, getting onto the game today. I was watching the game. I just seen like a complete different player from Mount, Kovacic, and Jorginho. Like even when Mitrosari with Jorginho, you can just see that the player he is under Tuchel, he's just very more forward thinking. Even though we're in possession, you can just see how we're running that midfield. And Mount is just a different player, completely different player. Even though to say he's Lampard's young boy and all that malarkey bullshit, I just think personally, whatever Mount you put Mount anywhere in that midfield, he'll actually bring it to you. Number 10, number 8, number 6, whatever, man, he'll do it for you.
Yeah, that whole midfield, I think, was the best part of our game today. Jovic really showed themselves up today with a great performance.
Oh, yeah, 100%. They absolutely run the show. Especially get a team like, obviously, Tottenham. I was watching that game, and I'm thinking how many challenges they were giving in. It's unbelievable. Because they just knew, because obviously their game ones, their plan was just to man-mark Jorginho. Like Jorginho, that's kind of his weakness. But obviously, if you play the lines quicker, you play the ball through quicker, you will get somewhere, aren't you? So I think that's what happened today. We just did what we did. But I say when it comes to Werner, on the other hand, I think that's a funny one. I mean, if you look at
free again, it's not too much. Not a lot of good thoughts to say on it.
I mean, the thing is with Werner, the way to fix Werner, I think it's like if you look at the past previous managers, when we had our struggles, you probably know yourself with Fernando Torres, obviously Shevchenko's and that. It just depends on the style of play, like how you fit him in, what you do to tweak it in, and of course it'll take time. Again, people are talking about the price tags. People are talking about the money. Oh, he's not worth the money as well. But at the end of the day, it's what you bring to the table. It's what he brings to the pitch, and you could just clearly see it. That Werner is trying hard. You can tell he's winning the balls. He's getting stuck in. He is getting them balls. He is trying. You can see it. It's just obviously it's just trying to keep up with the demands of the league, really, isn't it? Because obviously he's come from the Bundesliga. Yes, you know, he's come from that point where he's got to adapt, but it's going to take time for Werner, unfortunately. And that's apply with Havertz as well. Havertz it's a funny one with Havertz because again we don't know his best position. Some pundits will say number 10. Some people just say he's a bit more of a centre forward. I think if you just play Havertz in that little hybrid, little centre forward role, like a Firmino, you can probably get the best out of him. Because again, he can get you goals in, but you can't play him as a number 8, unfortunately. Because Lampard did try to do that, but obviously it didn't work out well, did it?
Nah, we've had our own problems, so we look to be back away from it now, at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we've got to try and do something different now. Obviously, Mount is on form, so it just depends on. Cause I'll be honest with you, if by looking at that midfield right now, is in sense of competition wise, I can't. The only way I can see Kante coming in that team is when Tuchel think, you know what, if we're gonna keep the goals, if we're gonna get our goal, you know, we've got to we're trying to keep, especially when playing teams like Atletico Madrid, he's gonna bring Kante on just to make sure that keeps us a clean sheet or make sure we defend that ball as long as we're not, very disciplined in that. And personally, playing Kante in that pivot role, I think that's how you get the best out of Kante. Even though, I mean, in France, he must have. The reason probably he's good as a single alone in France because he had Pogba around him, he had Matuidi around him, he had Tolisso around him. He's got the players around him to do that. I'm not saying he doesn't have a player around here. I just think as a pivot, especially he won the league with Conte, I just think as a pivot, that's his best position to play Conte. It's to play because if you think about it, when we won the league with Conte, especially when he was at Leicester, he was as a pivot. Unless obviously he had Drinkwater.
We whereas in
so obviously with Conte, under Conte, he had Matic beside him, and obviously with that's when he was just running the turf, especially when we're playing 5 at the back. So I think that's the way I think that's the only way Tuchel can actually bring him in that team, but it's very hard because they're all in good form at the minute. You don't know who to take off.
Exactly that, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And what else was it? I mean, overall, as a game, it was good from top to bottom right now. Top 4, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, really. All we need now, obviously, just to try and apply that to the top 4 teams. We're talking like your big 2 teams like Liverpool, United. You need to try and play like that. If we could, it'd be very interesting, actually. Again, I think it'd be very interesting if we could actually beat United with that style of the way we play now. I think we will definitely get top 4. That's what I'm saying. You need to try and apply that against.
Oh, I want higher than that.
Oh yeah. I can probably see where you're coming from. Again, winning the league
is the minimum, and I stand by that.
Top 4, it will be there, but we just gotta. Again, it has to. If we can apply that against City, because City are more possession-based team, aren't they? And obviously they'll press us and they counter us. Liverpool, on the other hand, are not possession-based. They just play basically keep pressing on the high line and they're pressing, so they counter-attack afterwards. I think that's again. If we can apply that against teams like Liverpool and City, I think we'll be all right. Especially with the players we got, I think we'll be fine. I mean, I say if we had Tuchel earlier on, depending on obviously, I'll thank Lampard whatever he did when he first came to Chelsea, and obviously we had the pandemic, we had a project restart. I'll thank what he's done, especially bringing the academies in. Obviously, like Abraham, Mount, Reece James. Reece James for me, I'm sorry, but from all of Reece James, probably my favourite, especially I play as a defender myself. I just love Reece James. He's just solid. He's that complete wing back, full back, modern day fullback you need in your team, man.
Yeah.
And he's just that guy. He's just solid. He's strong as well. He's that kind of. He's very versatile as a player as well. Like I compare him to Dave. Yeah, I just think he's far more of a. I mean, age does. They do say age is a number, but he's slowly catching up to Dave's legs now, unfortunately. So, I just want to see one day James taking that fold. Obviously, it is slowly looking like that's the case because obviously under Lampard, James was starting more games, but obviously he had that little knock in his injury in his knee. But maybe a few years time, I just want to see him in that fold. I want to see him there because again, I think James deserves a lot better, and obviously with his England future as well, I just think obviously you got names like Bissaka, Arnold, Trippier. They got so many names in that position. It's like you could just do whatever you want to play Reece James because he doesn't just play. I think he could play centre back as well and centre mid. He's just one of them. I think he'll be like our Alaba or what's he called from Bayern Munich? Is he called Munich? What's he called? He can play anywhere in that pit in the team.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He can be that kind of person to us, really. I think that's why Reece James is probably most valuable to us as a player and as us going forward, really.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts, bro?
I say I've got a few for this weekend, really. Hopefully, we'll get the 3 points against Sheffield United. I believe it's away. I think. Hopefully, if we can do that, still optimistic for the season. But hopefully I'll see you again then by the weekend, Lewis.
Yeah, definitely, bro, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, no worries, my man.
Bless. Take care.
Bless. You.
All right, we're going to get second to last guest on now. Dag, what are you saying, man?
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm chill. Nearly through the phone. I can go get some food, but I'm happy, man. What are you telling me?
Oh man, it's all good. Finally, But I mean, it's a solid performance. It was such a strong first half that when we dropped off just a little bit in the second half, it looked like two sides of a game. But at the end of the day, we pulled through. Your boy Christensen came through strong, calmed us down, tied us down, kept us cool, calm, and collected. And we got the dub. But I mean, to be perfectly honest, that was such a sorry just display of football from Spurs. There was just nothing energetic about it. It was kind of sad to a certain degree. Like it was just like because they have players on that team, man. Like they put their strongest players out on the pitch. They didn't leave no one on the bench. If Gareth Bale counts as a strong player anymore, but it just felt like they didn't come to play. To be honest, hopefully it isn't a problem with Jose because they need him. I'm not going to reiterate what everyone else has been saying about who are you to say that you don't need him? He has you haven't won anything or all that, but I don't think that really matters if they really care about the style of play. But I think it's about time for them to just sit back and for this season at least, because let's be perfectly honest, Spurs never have they're never in the title like really title contending conversations, and so it seems kind of sad that they like with a manager like Jose. For me, it feels like they're bringing Jose down compared to Jose's bringing them down. So I don't know. I just feel like it goes both ways, and I feel like they should start blaming the players as well. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And looking forward into the future, bro. It's a bright future. Finally, it's about time. We got Sheffield United. It should be a good game. Hopefully, it'll be an easy win. But the way Sheffield United have what are they now? 2 wins in a row, right? And they're not playing good football, but they're playing football, So they're playing Sheffield United football, which got them like 9th last year. So the thing the only thing I'm worried about with Sheffield United is the fact that they have players that have been playing in that system for years. So again, having them, they know that the way that they're going to be playing in their system that they've played in for years. Hopefully, we don't have like some sort of a lapse in concentration, and we don't listen to instructions correctly or anything. I personally believe like the next couple games that we have coming up, like we're the only ones that can really hurt ourselves. Like I don't think that the teams that we're coming up against, they really have any sort of I don't think they have any sort of what's the word? Like any sort of danger towards us. I feel like we're better than them. So I feel like as long as we stay concentrated and as long as we keep, listening to Tuchel, because apparently whatever he says is working, so we should be good.
So you're just thinking more of the same for the next few games?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind this formation because the beauty about the three in the back is that you can go both attacking and defensive. So if you have the correct players, you can not constantly, but throughout the game you can change it up like Tuchel is doing. Like at some points he's attacking and then at some points he's defending. And so I think that like we might be missing some pieces this year. Like I feel like again like your expectations of getting top 4 and above that, I understand that, but for me, I still believe that Timo Werner cannot play on his own, right? I still believe that I don't think there's enough time for Kai Havertz to unlock his potential this season. I still don't think there's enough time to, let's be perfectly honest, none of our players have played yet. None of our players have gelled together yet. Like, we're halfway through the season, and we really can't say none of our players, we can't say our players have gelled, right? Yeah. Of course, that comes in with a new manager coming in. So it seems that we're always saying, oh, yeah, they haven't gelled yet. Just wait. So I don't know. I feel like it might be too late to be shooting for like a title challenge or something like that. But I definitely think we can get top 4 because look, who's above us? All respect to Liverpool, right? You guys they won the Champions League, they won the Premier League, but I don't know. I don't think that they're gonna challenge for the title this year. So I think they might go down to 3rd. So hopefully, if United bottle it and if Leicester probably will bottle it, if they bottle it, and then if West Ham, I don't think West Ham's not going to do anything. It's just a matter of time before somebody overtakes them. So, we just got to see how these next couple weeks go, and then the big game against Atletico, man. Yeah, I really feel like
I just hope Silva's back in time for that game.
Yeah, I genuinely believe that like if we want to have like one of those like miracle seasons. Like this is the perfect like line to go down, right? We got the new manager come in, we get 3 wins on the bounce, 4 wins, right? And then we go to I don't think. Oh, so what do you think they're gonna do with the whole? Not that word. What do you think they're gonna do with the whole venue thing?
I don't know. If it's single legged, I am more confident.
You think they're gonna do single leg?
I hope so. I really hope so.
Well, if they, I don't know. That's kind of dangerous. As a team morale point of view, I agree. But as of just having a security blanket of a second leg, I would have.
It's a security blanket because if they get the first goal, they could sit back for the rest of that game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, I'm hopping on the train as well. We're going to the Andreas Christensen Hive. I actually really.
Oh, come on, my God!
I actually really liked him when we were under Conte, but again, I just personally. I personally.
As best.
In the center of a 3 in the back, I think he's pretty good. The only problem I had with him was he was just a little too light, to be perfectly honest. But now he's bulking up. We need to edit like a muscle suit on top of him. But now, man, we have a bright future. We got a good thing going, and if we keep it, man, I'm confident. We'll see what we can do. But I definitely think we can get top 4. Top 4 because
I'm looking higher than that. Fuck top 4. I want more than that.
But the thing is, like if we actually don't get top 4, we might be a little screwed, just a little screwed, because we're not going to be able to sign anybody. Because we're not. If we get 5th, I get. Maybe I don't think anyone's going to come for Europa, man. So the only
problem, get top 4, we ain't getting players like Haaland anyway.
Exactly. So we need. I don't know, man, but I think we can get top. We'll see, man. Hopefully, I think West Ham is good. Oh man, I just hope these next couple games. I just hope they don't pick up some sort of weird type of form with like Jesse Lingard coming into the team and everything. Because if they do, that might be a little troublesome. Because they don't have any like their games are kind of weak, or not weak. They're going up against Fulham, and then they're going up against who is it? Oh, they got Tottenham in a bit.
Who?
West Ham.
Oh, raw.
Yeah,
West Ham I ain't worried about. They'll fall off sooner or later.
Yeah, so they have Fulham, West Ham, and then Tottenham. So hopefully they can lose 2 out of those 3, and then by that time we might be sitting maybe 4th, maybe 5th. We'll see.
All right, cool. Well, Dag, thanks for jumping on, bro. I'll see you around for the next game against Sheffield United.
Yes, sir.
Take care, my guy. Bless. Right, on to our final guest. Nippon, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah. I'm so happy this week. Everything has gone in our favour. Arsenal in the mud, Liverpool in the mud, while Man United not really. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been a great week, and we're finally starting to capitalise on other teams' performances.
Yeah, now those Arsenal fans can shut up about us playing and beating only small teams.
Damn right. Now they're starting to take L's again. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they haven't beaten Tottenham this season. I think Tottenham will actually do the double over Arsenal this season. I really do, because...
Might do.
I mean, let's be honest. Them, not Tottenham, them lot on the other side of North London have a PE teacher as manager.
Who? Arsenal? Oh, yeah, they still got Mikel
Yeah,
Arteta.
they still have Arteta. They're not getting rid of Arteta this season.
Nah. Arteta they would have sacked him by now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they have no ambition. They have literally no ambition. So yeah, I do think that Arsenal will not win. Yeah, I do think the other team in North London will get the double over Arsenal.
What, Spurs? Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Chat to me about the game today, though.
Of course. Jovic. Yeah, they need to start more often. Kante needs to earn his place back in the team.
Yeah, his performance when he came on as well weren't really all that.
Yeah. So, the Timo Werner has started to improve. I don't know what those people in the comments were saying, that Timo Werner is still poor. I have full faith in him. He's no Morata. Morata gave up after 5 games.
Yeah, Morata, no, he's nowhere near Morata. If anything, if you compare him to any of our flops, he's more like a Torres, because they're both still around making a lot of chances. They just couldn't finish.
Yeah. And Torres got us into a Champions League final. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I don't think he will be another Morata. And because he hasn't got the number 9 jersey, and that's known to be a cursed number for strikers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually scared for what's his name who got injured? Thiago.
Thiago Silva. Yeah.
Yeah, the proper Thiago, not the injured one in Merseyside.
Yeah, but we got the right replacement in Christensen, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, Danish Maldini. Hey, I actually want him to retire at Stamford Bridge. I hope he stays a one-club man.
Oh, one club man. Now, those are the words I can get behind.
We don't have many of them at Chelsea. I hope Christensen is one of them, though.
Yeah, so do I, man. Especially with most of the youth players that we have in the squad as well.
Yeah.
Chelsea Academy, Chelsea born and bred.
Yeah, he's one of our own.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
link.
And I've just uploaded a video of my player ratings, literally while I was waiting to get onto the call. So if you want to check that out,
description below.
so yeah, I couldn't be happier. Arsenal in the mud after having a meltdown. I mean, what was he thinking?
Dead team.
What was Pablo thinking? Playing volleyball. He's just made the season much easier for us.
Yeah, we're now 5 points clear of them, I think.
Yep, and I'm loving every single moment of it.
Yeah, it's great, man. I love it.
Shout out to AFTV.
Well.
Shout out to AFTV, by the way. I'm enjoying your content. Keep it up.
Yeah, these guys are enjoying your content as well. Who impressed you for today?
Mason Mount and Jorginho.
Mason Mount and Jorginho. Yep, same two for me. Anybody else you thought?
Kovacic is a shout. Even Werner to an extent. I mean, he had 2 clear-cut chances. It wasn't that he missed them. He was bettered by the Tottenham defense.
Yeah.
And Hugo Lloris, if anything. Like, if there was no, I mean, like, that was a goal. Hugo Lloris bettered him. I mean, there wasn't a wasted chance. It was just a good save from Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, Lloris was one of their better players today.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts, bro?
Yeah. We have to win that against Sheffield United. I mean, we're bantering a lot of teams right now, but I don't want us to capitulate against Sheffield United. That's the last thing I want. Having said that, please, I hope David McGoldrick doesn't score.
So do I. I hope he doesn't score as well, because it'll just be another one who adds a record against us.
Yeah. But hey, Timo Werner has a record against... Did he score in that 4-1 thrashing off Sheffield United? I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he could score against them again.
Maybe. I mean, lowest team in the table. I'd fucking hope so.
I mean, no matter. I mean, like, even if they go, I feel even if they go on a 5-game winning streak, which they won't. Let's be real. They're getting relegated. They're not surviving relegation.
Yeah, I don't think that's staying up anyway, bro.
So yeah, yeah, I am going to see what the Sheffield United game bring to us. I hope they don't play like they did against Man United. Otherwise, my God, my week will go from here all the way down to here.
Exactly, man. Yo, thanks for jumping on anyways. Nice chatting to you. See you for the next game.
Yeah, I'll see you for the Sheffield United game.
All right, take care, bro. Bless.
Take care.
Right, well, that is the end of the phone. And guys, if you want to see more from Nippon, link is in the comment section below. Check it out. But we will be back tomorrow for, I think, Sophie's review of Chelsea's win against Tottenham. She'll probably be doing a 5 reasons why or something. But check that out. Check out Carefree Lewis G as well. We'll be back for a daily stream. Premier League Pandemonium back at 6 p.m. And I can't wait because my team ain't getting bantered this week. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Like and subscribe. Up the Chelsea and all of that. You already know.